Dragon Ball Saga is the next campaign coming up, and we've got a new Demon King Piccolo, so you could also refer to this campaign as the Saving Saga. We got a should you summon for the Demon King Piccolo, and I'm going to tell you straight away, I don't think anybody would summon. But in this video, I'm going to give you precursors on why you should wait at least or consider not summoning, and then we'll go into his kit so you can see his details. I will also give you an opinion on whether I think it's good to summon or bad to summon, and I'll tell you whether I'm summoning, but I'm also not going to waste your time right now. I'm not summoning. Let's get into this video. So before considering summoning, even though I know all of you guys are pretty much going to save, this is a Dragon Ball Saga campaign, probably the least hyped thing that they could drop. But let's say it's super hyped for you. The main thing you need to consider is that it's 1 month before the anniversary. The anniversary starts at the end of May, and this banner that's going to be releasing on Wednesday the 16th is going to last up until the 21st of May. So this banner is going to be here for a ridiculously long time. That's enough time for you to see what the next Legends Limited is, similar to Daima Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. The same thing as the Daima campaign, it'll be following through the Dragon Ball Saga campaign. So you shouldn't summon regardless, simply because the next Legends Limited might be more to your liking, and if it's not, then you could summon on DKP, and if it's not either way, then you should summon for the anniversary. You probably don't have a lot of Chrono Crystals as well. If you're low on Chrono Crystals, it's probably because of the previous banners. We've had some heat: Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Ultra Cell, and even before that, the animations were looking good on the likes of Instant Transmission Goku, Merge Zamasu, and Trunks and Gohan. So the odds are your Chrono Crystals aren't very high, and now more than ever is the time to save. There might be better things if you do want to summon, for example, a Limit Break, Ultra Rerun, but regardless, the anniversary is a month away, so I advise all of you guys not to spend your Chrono Crystals. On top of that, if you really want to spend your Chrono Crystals, just watch a showcase first. A content creator will take the fall for you. You do not need to be the guy that takes the fall first. Watch a showcase on YouTube. Watch a showcase from a content creator you wouldn't usually watch as well, because you can get a better perspective of different accounts. Not everybody has the same stacked account. You don't want to just watch the same pay to win account. You want to watch an account closer to you, assuming you are free to play. And if you weren't free to play, you probably don't need this video in the first place. But yeah, that's all the information I've got for you guys. Let's get into the kit information. Now we're getting into the kit information, and something I want to emphasize is that they've changed the formatting of the kits now. They're trying to make it a lot more simpler to understand, and the change is actually really good. The format is just a bit different, so you're going to need to get used to that for these videos, which I will show you. I'm just going to read out all the key parts, and I advise you read the kit yourself. Where we've got Legends Limited Demon King Piccolo abilities here. He's a melee type, so bear that in mind, and you know his typical tags. He's going to be DB, Regeneration, Powerful Opponent, and Namekian. Now here is his element purple, the tags I just mentioned, and the saga nonetheless. We've got the Z ability here, so you can see here the way they've written is a lot different, but it's simpler. So the main things you want to know is that his Z abilities are strike and blast defense, and you can just see it goes up, and you can also see, depending on the Z ability, 1, 2, 3, or 4, you also get extra tags, but it's only pretty much past Z ability 1, which is basically the amount you will summon 3 stars, you know. So it's DB, Regeneration, and Powerful Opponent. But there's an additional, if the unit is tagged Dragon Ball, you'll also get strike defense, which is nice for the units that you're using if you're running Dragon Ball Saga. We got here the strike cards. There's blast armor on it, and you also give 10%, you know, to the sustained damage, but they changed it now, so it's like enemy damage received. So it's easier to understand. And the same thing with the blast. Then we've got the blue card here. On activation, you get 30% special move damage. Then on hit, you actually remove -1 from the enemy's Dragon Ball, and also increase the enemy sub count for free, so they're gonna have to stay in for a little bit. There's blast armor on it, so you know it's the forward moving type. We've got the green card here. You draw 1 card off that, you get key. So card and key is always good to get on a green card. It's the literal charge type. It's not like you move forward or anything, grab them, counter. It's none of that. It's just the literal, you press it in position, similar to maybe free to play Daima Goku or even the red Daima Goku. You know, they just press the green card and then they get a buff from it. This is what he gets from it. So card and key, damage inflicted. He gets cover nullification, so they've written it like this now: nullify special cover change. Very simple. Cancel attribute downgrades of the normal conditions, and all ally sub count on switch +3. Now what's super nice to know is that this guy is going to be crazy with sub count manipulation, and that might play a bigger part in PvP than you may realize. Going into the ultimate art, you got here on activation, he's going to do ultimate damage 30%, and he's going to penetrate endurance. Now this is just endurance nullification. They've written it differently, and what I want you to know is that if there was the uncancelable effect, it would write uncancelable next to it. So this one here is cancelable, so they just swapped out the word nullify for penetrate because they can go through endurance. Also here, when unique gauge is full, he's going to destroy the enemy's entire hand and also cancel attribute upgrades and buff effects from them, and you know it's the forward moving type because it has blast armor. Going into the main ability, you draw your ult, you get HP, HP key, you're gonna protect your hand. So that's that thing that where you get the nullify destroy card thing. They've just labeled it protect hand, which is much simpler to understand. Attribute downgrades and normal conditions will be nullified, so anything that could debuff you, you won't be able to deal with it. I mean, you won't have to deal with it, sorry. And going into here, now this is the starter ability. Now, you know, at the start of every unique ability one, there will be like the damage buffs, the amount of damage they can take, you know, things like that. They've simplified it to the highest degree. So you can see here the damage inflicted 270%, which is good. That's actually good. Damage gauge 130%, which is good as well. Then the regular things, key recovery, draw speed, cost up, and protect Dragon Balls. And you can see here, this is all uncancelable. They made it very simple to understand, and this is beautiful in my opinion. Here, unique abilities. So this is only one, but they've separated some things which I will get into. So let's get into this. On entry, the typical thing, very nice and clear. Card, you get 2 if you have 3 or fewer. Key 30, cover nullification again. You get a Dragon Ball on entry, but that's only for the first time. And then you destroy 1 enemy card, which is nice. Here we have if unique gauge is full, and we'll get into that, but I'll tell you straight away it's a Dragon Ball gauge. He's gonna go type neutral. Now I'm assuming this is just complete type neutral, defensive and offensive once the gauge fills, which is nice. And enemy strike blast arts cost will go up for 5 counts, but it's gonna go up by 10. So after 5 timer counts, it will go back down. On the battlefield, and Dragon Balls reaches 7, so once he gets the rising rush, basically he's gonna get HP 10%, key, and he's gonna get a damage blast for 15 timer count for 20%, but it can be cancelled, so just bear that in mind. And when he's on standby and you get the rising rush, so if you get the rising rush with any other of your 2 other characters, he's gonna immediately be able to switch in because it's gonna be -10, unless those few scenarios where like somebody's manipulated your sub counts. When the rising rush activates, he's gonna destroy his entire hand, and he's gonna draw 1 of each card that's available in the game. So he's gonna get a strike, a blast, a green, and a blue. Now what's nice about this is when you're dealing with your rising rush, the person has to pick your card. So the enemy gets one of every card that I just mentioned, but you would get it based on what your hand currently is. So if you press the rising rush button and you had 4 cards usually that are strikes, all strikes, your rising rush options would be 4 strikes if you didn't know that. But now you get 1 of each card, so the enemy has just the lower chance of picking your rising rush, and they also can't base it off what you had in your hand. They just know that it's 1 of each, and they just have to gamble, which is pretty fun. Here you also get health of getting the rising rush activated. You're gonna get your rising rush damage up, which is uncancelable. You're gonna nullify endurance, so it's penetrate endurance now, and it says here uncancelable, whereas you saw the ultimate, it didn't say uncancelable. You get 2 more Dragon Balls. You're gonna get sub count -10 for your allies. So what's good about this is if you rising rush and you get picked out of that 1 in 4, your allies will be able to switch in, which could save Demon King Piccolo. He doesn't have any survivability, which is good to know. He's also going to reduce the enemy Dragon Balls. So for rising rush, you're going to get 2 Dragon Balls, and you're going to take 3 of the enemies. Just destroy theirs, not actually take. When hit with an enemy arts card, so this activates 1 time, and it happens every switch in. For 10 timer counts on the first hit, he will increase the cost of the enemy's arts cards for 10 timer counts. It's going to be a bit more difficult to get combos off. When an ally is defeated, he's going to get Dragon Ball. He's also going to get damage buff. So last time he will have an extra 40%. He's also going to give the enemy health restore -30%, and then -1 draw speed. So their combos are going to be slower. They're going to heal less. It's going to be just easier for you to do more damage overall, and they will do less damage because there will be less combos. When the enemy activates a rising rush, awakened, or its ultimate or awakened arts and rising rush, they wrote it in the order that I wasn't saying it in. Ally sub count -10 and cancels enemy buff effects. And that's everything for his unique abilities 1 and 2, besides 2 things which they separated to make it clear. So what's important to know depending on the character you're using, you'd want to know what cover change they have. DKP here has a strike cover change, and you can chain blues. Very clear. And then the unique gauge is the Dragon Ball type, like I mentioned earlier. When unique gauge becomes full, all of these things happen. It's a bunch of uncancelable buffs and HP 50%. So he's gonna get special move and ultimate damage, health restoration, costs go down for blue cards, and he's gonna protect his Dragon Balls. Bear in mind that he already protects his Dragon Balls, but once his Rising Rush is there, you know, he's able to keep his Rising Rush there, which is nice. And it charges each time one Dragon Ball's gauge. It just explains how the Dragon Ball gauge works, which is pretty simple. Now you want to know whether I think it's worth it for you to summon for this guy. If I'm being honest, nobody should summon for this guy, and I've got a good list of reasons why you shouldn't summon for this guy. It's not that I think he's bad. The Rising Rush and the way his kit is built is nice, but first off, Dragon Ball Saga isn't completely built yet, so you don't know if it's going to be a fruitful investment or not. So I advise you wait until the second Legends Limited, which they already announced. Tiny already said it, there's going to be 2 Legends Limited for this campaign. They did not mention an Ultra. So wait until the second Legend Limited comes out, because that could be a better Legend Limited than this one. And even if it's not, then that means Dragon Ball Saga might be just disastrous. There'll also be a 1% sparking with that other Legend Limited most likely. So you should look out for that too. Outside of that, the anniversary. Obviously, the anniversary is a month away. You probably don't have a bunch of Chrono Crystals, so save up. It's the best choice, honestly. The whole meta is going to get power crept when the anniversary starts. And looking at it right now, we haven't got an Ultra in a while. Well, Cell came out recently, but we're getting 4 Legends Limiteds in a row. And that kind of screams to me that we might get part 1 starting with an Ultra. But it's just a theory right now. But if it does, it'll be an insane character, so you want to watch out for that. But in general, there's also no reason to summon, because you can just watch a showcase and see how they perform first. You don't know if the unit's going to be good in practicality story versus in theory, because we've only read the kit. But the Rising Rush gimmick thing does look fun, but it's just a regular Rising Rush. It's not like a fusing Super Vegeta where you're guaranteed to land it. You can still get picked, but of course it's just a bit more safety on that. But it's not that I think he's bad. I think his element is good. Being purple, you're protected by red. Ultra powerful opponent that we recently got, Ultra Cell. It's just that the timing and everything surrounding it, plus the fact that we know we're gonna get another Dragon Ball Legends Limited, there's no reason to summon until you know what's next, so you can know the team is gonna be concrete. Similar to Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. A lot of people summon on Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, whether they got him or got shafted. 4Q just eclipsed and made the team good. But if 4Q was bad, people would feel like, I kind of didn't invest well, outside of the fact that they like Daima, you know. But it's the same thing here. Even if you like Dragon Ball Saga, you should wait for the next Legends Limited, and also the anniversary, potentially have that in mind, because you'll probably like that too. Now, for all the reasons I just listed to you, I am not summoning. But on top of that, I was never going to summon, because the anniversary is more of a priority to me, and Dragon Ball Saga is just not to my interest. I haven't even watched the series, so I have no reason to summon on anything Dragon Ball Saga, and the timing of it right before the anniversary, that's not it, man. That's not it. So I'm skipping. Regardless, they could drop a top 1 unit of death that lasts to the end of the year. I'm not summoning. I'm not summoning. I'd rather have something that I just like that will come out in the anniversary. That's just it for me. That's going to be the end of the video. There's not much more to say. We got Demon King Piccolo. Tambourine isn't looking too great if you're wondering, but you could also just wait and watch showcases to see what he's like too. I'm skipping like I said, but let me know how many Chrono Crystals you guys have got right now. I guess we're not looking too healthy, the most of us, but saving Sunday is going to save us all the way as much as we can get. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 200,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching the video, man. My name is ZAKASHI, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.